journey to the Dutch East Indies. With a crew and passengers totaling over 300, they were prepared for a prosperous voyage, until disaster struck. Just off the coast of what is now Western Australia, the Batavia met a fateful end, wrecking upon unforgiving reefs. But the true horror began only after the shipwreck. As survivors scrambled onto the desolate islands, leadership broke down. A charismatic yet ruthless crewman named Geronimus Cornelis began a reign of terror, taking control of supplies and carrying out brutal punishments on dissenters. For months, the survivors lived in fear, as Cornelis and his followers committed unimaginable acts. Only the brave actions of a few would eventually bring justice to the desolate shores. The Batavia Shipwreck isn't just a tale of maritime misfortune, it's a story of survival, betrayal, and resilience, one of history's most chilling shipwreck sagas.
In the early 17th century, a massive Dutch trading vessel called the Batavia set sail on a journey halfway around the world, loaded with precious cargo, bound for the Dutch East Indies, and carrying over 300 passengers and crew. This ship was meant to be part of a new empire's expansion, but instead, it became one of the most infamous and tragic shipwrecks in history. The Batavia, named after the Dutch colonial name for Jakarta, was built by the Dutch East India Company, the most powerful trading company of its time. This wasn't just a voyage for trade, it was a voyage of conquest, riches, and power. And at the heart of this journey lay hidden secrets and tensions that would lead to unthinkable horrors. In October 1628, the Batavia departed from Texel, a small island in the Netherlands. The journey to the Spice Islands would be long and perilous. But for the people on board, the dangers of the sea were just the beginning. On board were soldiers, sailors, merchants, and a few families. Among them was a man named Geronimus Cornelis, an apothecary with a dark past and dangerous ambitions. On June 4, 1629, after nearly 8 months at sea, disaster struck. The Batavia hit Morning Reef in the Abrolhos Islands, a desolate stretch off the western coast of Australia. The impact was devastating, and in an instant, what had been a voyage of fortune turned into a desperate fight for survival. Miraculously, around 250 of the 300 people on board made it to a nearby island. But they soon realized their nightmare was far from over. With scarce supplies and no means of rescue, they were stranded in one of the world's most unforgiving environments. As days passed, the situation grew more desperate. And this is where the Batavia's story takes a dark and twisted turn. Geronimus Cornelis, already showing signs of madness, saw this disaster as an opportunity to seize power. With the captain and most senior crew gone in search of help, Cornelis convinced a small group of followers to carry out his deadly plan. What followed was a descent into brutality. Cornelis turned on his fellow survivors, ordering killings to conserve resources. Over the next few weeks, more than 100 men, women, and children would be murdered under his orders. While Cornelis was committing his atrocities, Captain Francisco Pelsaert had managed to reach the city of Batavia and arranged for a rescue mission. When he returned, he found a scene of horror and carnage. Cornelis and his followers were quickly captured, and the full extent of their crimes was revealed. The captain held a trial on the spot, sentencing Cornelis and the worst of his followers to death. It was one of the earliest trials in Australian history, a grim chapter that would forever taint the Batavia's legacy. Today, the Batavia's story remains one of the most shocking and tragic tales in maritime history. The wreck was rediscovered in 1963, revealing a treasure trove of artifacts that offer a haunting glimpse into the life and death of those on board. The remnants of the Batavia serve as a powerful reminder of how greed, power, and survival instincts can lead humanity down its darkest paths. The Batavia's wreck may lie silent beneath the waves, but its story echoes through the centuries, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the horrors that can unfold in the struggle for survival. Thank you for watching. If you found this story inspiring, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more stories that unveil the lesser-known histories of our world. Let us know in the comments what stories you'd like us to explore next. Until next time, keep uncovering history's hidden truths